Today we're going to be doing a slow flow, and we're going to be doing it to the different elements to just help us to reconnect with nature in a way. A lot of us are cooped up in our homes for the most part, except maybe if you go outside for a short walk. So this is a really good way to kind of reconnect with nature, to rebalance all of the energetic systems in your body, and to just, feel good and open everything up. So it will be a little bit slower today. What else? Before we get started, if you want to use my playlist, you can click the link in my bio, and it's the first link. I believe it's a Spotify playlist, and you can pull that up. If you'd like to donate for this practice, my Venmo is Kelly Collins Wellness. And just keep an eye out over the next couple of days. I'm going to be changing things up a little bit as far as how I do my live classes, and hopefully be teaming up with a really good charity that we can all work to help to raise some money for. So keep an eye on my stories over the next couple of days, and we're going to get started. So make sure to find a comfortable seat. I always like to recommend to sit on a pillow or a yoga block so that you can prop up your hips. And finding your comfortable seat, you'll take your palms face down on your knees. Sit up really tall, and when you're ready, you'll close down your eyes. And take a moment here to just drop into your body in this moment. Feel your sitting bones and your legs connecting with the earth. Feel the crown of your head lifting towards the sky. You're going to deepen your breath, breathing in through your nose. Feeling that breath flowing down the back of your throat, filling up your upper, middle, and lower lungs. And feel the breath leaving your lungs, the lower, the middle, the upper, flowing up the back of your throat and out of your nose. And just notice how you're feeling here in this moment. Consciously tuning into the breath. And really feeling your physical body in this moment, in this place and time. You can imagine tree roots growing out of the base of your spine, threading into the earth, crisscrossing, threading down and down through each layer of the earth until these roots meet the molten core. Feel the roots holding you down, connecting you with that element of earth, that mostly material element that we have, the densest. And find an Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out of your nose, just like we've been doing, but finding a little hug in the back of your throat, so touching the tip of your tongue to the roof of the mouth. So the breath is textured and audible, sounding like an ocean wave. And keeping that breath, when you're ready, blink your eyes open, reach your arms out and up overhead, bring your palms to touch, and then float your thumbs to your heart center. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, sweep out and up. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. 1 more, breathe in. Breathe out. And find your way to a tabletop position on your hands and knees. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Stack your hips over your knees. You can tuck your toes under so you get a little stretch in the bottoms of your feet. And then inhale, come into cow pose. Lower your belly, press your heart forward. Exhale, cat, navel in, round the back as you guide your chin to your chest. Again, inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. And continue moving through that on your own to your breath. Eyes closed, just really tuning into your physical body here. Feeling that connection to the ground and noticing what your physical body needs. So maybe your neck is tight, you take some neck rolls. If your hips are tight, you can take some hip circles. And just stay with your breath. Match the movements with your breath rather than matching your breath with your movements. On an inhale, you'll find a neutral tabletop position. Really engage your abs. So lift the belly button up and then push into your palms so much you first feel your upper back dome up and then hover your knees an inch above the ground. Feel your abs working here. Take a full breath in. And then bend the knees a lot as you pike your hips up towards the sky. So you have a really bent knee, shortened down dog. Really ground out through the hands and lift through the belly. And then straighten your right leg, lower your right heel towards the ground. Breathe into the back of the leg and the bottom of the foot. And then bend your right knee, straighten your left, lower your left heel towards the ground. Let your head hang, shake it out. And then you can sway side to side, just pedal out your feet. When you're ready, settling into stillness, maybe you keep a little bend in the knees to make sure that your spine is nice and straight. So it's not rounded, and it's also not arched. So you're knitting the front ribs together. Breathe in here and out. Bring your big toes to touch. Lift your heels high and guide your chin to your chest. Feel your upper back round as you start to slowly roll forward on your breath in. Feel the spine begin to unravel as you come into a plank. You may need to adjust your hands and feet. And then on your exhale, bend your knees a lot, crouch back, and pause. Think of that cow pose. So there's a little tilt at the tailbone. Inhale, heels high, chin to chest, channel that cat pose as you roll forward. And exhale, take it back. Keep pressing through the palms. One more time, breathe in, rounding forward. And breathe out. Pause here as you inhale, and then lift your right leg towards the sky. Bend your right knee, stack your right hip over your left. Keep grounding down through both hands, and start to circle the knee and the ankle around. We're gonna start to tap into the water element, so taking fluid movements, opening up the hips, which are governed by that water element. When you're ready, stack the hips for a moment. Press through your right hand and lift your belly to feel your right front hip opening. Breathe in here. Exhale, guide your knee towards your nose, round your spine. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Lift your right leg high. Bring your knee in towards your nose. Lightly step your foot between your hands. Tense your fingertips. Tap your back knee down. Lift your heart. And then lift your back knee. Bring your legs towards straight. They don't have to go all the way straight, okay? Make sure you can keep the hands on the ground and draw that right hip back a little bit. Two more. Gently tap the knee down. Lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Once more, breathing in. Keeping that fluid movement, breathing out. Lunge as you breathe in, look forward, and step your left foot to the top of your mat. Slide your fingertips up your shins so you find a nice flat back. Draw your belly in. And then exhale, fold forward over your thighs. Maybe you bring a nice big bend into those knees. Find your flat back, rise to stand, bring your palms to touch. Open up your heart here. Lift out of your lower back. And then guide your thumbs to your chest and fold forward. Lift halfway. And step back to your plank position. Big toes come together. Breathe in here. On your exhale, bend your knees a lot and crouch back. So just like we did before, channel that fluid movement like water. Heels up, chin to chest, roll forward. Exhale, bend and crouch back. 2 more. Breathe in. Keep it slow. And breathe out. Feel your abs working here. Inhale, rounding forward. Exhale, taking it back. This time, lift your left leg high. Bend your left knee and stack your hips. And take those little circles with your hip and your ankle on this side. Open everything up. Rounding down through the hands, belly in. Breathe in here. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward and round your spine. Inhale to lift up. Knee in towards your nose, lightly step your foot between your hands. Tap the fingertips, tap your back knee down, lift your heart, inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs. Remember, that left leg doesn't have to go all the way straight. Bump your left hip back. Tap your knee down, lift your heart. And exhale, lift your hips. Once more, breathe in. And out. Inhale to lunge. Step your right foot to meet your left. Find your halfway lift. Fold forward and release. Keeping that fluid movement, flat back, rise to stand. Take it into your back bend. And then dive forward and fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step back to your plank on your breath out. Good. Shift forward on your inhale. Bend your knees and crouch back. Good. Roll forward like that wave. Unravel the spine. Exhale, bend the knees and take it back. 2 more. Breathing in. Keep it slow. And breathing out. Once more. Feel those ab muscles working. The back stretching as you come forward. Breathe out, crouch back. And lift your right leg high. Bend your right knee and stack your hips. Breathe in, right leg high. Knee to nose, shift forward. Inhale, lift up, keep it slow. And step your foot lightly between your hands. Good, tap your back knee down just one time. Lift your heart a little bit. And then straighten out your legs. We're gonna hold it here this time. Lengthen your spine. So find a slight anterior pelvic tilt. You're gonna feel as you tilt the tailbone up, the back of your leg muscles lengthening out. So you're gonna get deeper into that stretch. You can keep a bend in the knee, remember. You can keep the heart lifted. Or you can fold over your right leg. If you want more, you can always flex those right toes back towards the shin. You can always modify if you have yoga blocks. Those are amazing to frame your foot. Good. Awesome, you guys. And remember, if you're just joining, you can always head to the link in my bio and find the playlist. Then you're going to bend into your right knee, back heels lifted high. Rise on up to your crescent lunge. Find a little lift with the lower belly. Reach your arms up. Breathe in. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Dip your back knee down. Inhale back to center. Exhale, dip and twist. Bring that awareness to your core, to the middle of the spine. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Breathe into center. Warrior two, spin your back heel flat and open up. So I'll mirror you guys. We're gonna start to tap into that element of fire. So really strong through your arms, strong through the legs. Find that lift with the belly and feel that inner fire in the center of your belly. Pick up your toes, spread them wide, and feel the four corners of your feet rooting down. Straighten the legs, bring your palms to touch, look up. In warrior two, lunge and look forward. Inhale for star, so heels in, toes out, burst open. And then cactus your arms and come into your goddess. So knees are in line with your toes. Again, find that little scoop of the lower belly, little tilt down of the tailbone. Breathe in here. And then guide your right elbow into your ribs and reach your left arm up and over. So you're gonna feel the side of your abs working. Inhale to center. And then exhale, switch direction. Two more to each side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. One more to each side, moving with your breath. Back to center as you breathe in. And sit lower. Feel that heat building in the body. Star, burst, open. Warrior two, pivot your toes forward and open up. Stay low, reverse your warrior. Find that nice big side stretch through the right side. Keep lunging into the leg. Strong back leg, inhale. Frame your foot, low lunge. Step your right foot back to meet your left in your plank. Breathe in to shift forward. Chaturanga, so maybe tap the knees down for this first one. Lower halfway. Come all the way down, and then find cobra, either lift up or press into your palms, lift the legs all the way for upward facing dog. Take a breath in here. Use your abs to lift your hips, roll on over your toes. Come into your down dog, and take a couple of breaths here to settle in. Find that length and that space through your side bodies. Good, keep lifting the belly so you're getting light on your hands. Good, and breathe in and out of your nose. Keep that breath really strong, really engaged. And then bring your big toes to touch. Heels high, chin to chest. Round the spine, come forward. All the way to plank. Exhale, bend the knees and take it back, just like we did before. Two more, breathe and roll forward. Breathe out, take it back. One more, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, crouch back, and float your left leg high. Inhale, bend the knee and stack your hips. Breathe in here. Knee to nose, tiger pose. Three-legged down dog, left leg high. And lightly step your foot between your hands. Tent the fingertips, tap the back knee down just like before. Lift the heart, inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs and lift the hips. Pausing here. Find that length in your spine. That anterior pelvic tilt, so you feel the back of the left leg lengthen. And then you can fold a little bit deeper and keep the chest lifted. Breathe into the back of that left leg. Every inhale, finding a little length. Every exhale, a little depth. Come into your lunge, look forward and reach your arms up. That back heel's lifted high, lower belly's in. You can always have a little bend in the back knee. You want to feel that stretch through the front of the hip. Take a breath in. Exhale, open arm twist to the left, dip your right knee. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, twist and dip. Once more, breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale to center, keep it slow. Warrior 2, spin your back heel flat and open up your arms. Left toes point straight ahead. That pinky toe edge of your right foot's parallel to the back edge of your mat. Strong, strong arms, legs, and belly. Relax the shoulders as you press through the feet and lift through the crown of your head. And come back to your breath. Straighten the legs, bring your palms to touch. Look up. And warrior 2, settle in. Star, inhale, burst open. Goddess, squat low, just like we did before. Scoop the lower belly, breathe in, open your heart a little bit, and then guide left elbow into your ribs, reach your right arm up and over. So you're gonna feel those obliques working. Inhale to center, and then exhale to the other side. Stay low in your legs 2 more times each direction. Feel that inner heat, that inner fire. Right? When we can connect with this inner fire, we connect with the qualities of empowerment and transformation. Inhale to center, sit lower. Woo, and then burst up for star. Warrior 2, pivot the toes forward. Stay low in your legs, reverse your warrior. Keep the back leg strong, maybe lifting the toes up. Big, big side stretch here, inhale. Frame your foot on your exhale, low lunge. Step back to your plank, shift forward. Chaturanga, again, you can tap the knees down, and then come to cobra or upward facing dog. Shine your heart forward, keep the neck long, and then use the belly to lift the hips and roll over your toes. Take a full breath in and out. Breathe in and out. Good. Lift your right leg high. Bend your knee and stack your hips. We're going to begin to connect with the element of air, right? So channeling that light energy, feeling as light as you can, and we're going to be doing quite a bit of balancing. So we're going to continue to keep it slow. If you want to take it to wild thing, spin your left heel down, step your right foot behind you, and start to open up the heart. You can take more of a side stretch or take it into that wild thing, coming into a back bend. Reaching forward, breathing in to the belly, to the heart. Inhale. Slowly bring your palm down. We'll all bring the knee in towards the nose. So using that core strength we've been practicing. Inhale your right leg high. Lightly step your foot between your hands. Okay, tap the back knee down, lift your heart, and then straighten your legs and lift your hips. Inhale to lunge, reach your arms up overhead. Open arm twist to the right, just like we did before. This time, pause here. So just straighten the back leg, guide your right palm to the back of your left thigh, and then sweep your left arm up and back. So you can take more of like a twist, or square the shoulders forward and lift up. Press through your feet, keep the neck long so you're not opening up the throat, keep the chin down slightly, and lift through your sternum, your chest bone. Float your right arm high, Swim your arms back as you hinge at your hips and interlace your fingers. Broaden across your collarbones. Lunge into your right leg. You can step that left foot up a little bit. And then float the left leg, come into warrior three. Okay, so squeezing your shoulder blades together, lifting through your back body. So you're feeling the whole backside strengthening. Really press through your right foot. Start to lift your heart. You can tap your left toes down. Reach your right arm up. Bend the left knee and bring the left knee in line with the right. I'm going to mirror you guys so you can see. So you're going to straighten that left arm down. The thumb is pointing back and the shoulder is externally rotating. So your arm shouldn't feel all twisted. It should just feel nice and open. Capture the inside of the foot. Bring the knees back together. Take a breath in to lengthen. Exhale, start to kick up and back a little bit. You don't have to do a lot. Try to keep lifting through your left fingertips. Coming into your dancer, Nadarajasana. Lift up through the toes. Lift up through the fingertips and the heart. And breathe. Squeeze the thighs towards one another. Slowly stand up. Feet hips width distance apart. Bring your palms together at your heart. Lift your chest into your thumbs. Close down your eyes. And take a big full breath in here. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Feel your heartbeat slowing down. Notice your breath. Soften your face. And blink your eyes open. Sweep your arms out and up. And then dive forward. You're going to have the feet hips width distance or wider. Take your peace fingers and thumbs, loop them around your big toes. Press your big toes down onto your fingers. And then start to lift your heart a little bit. Find that nice flat back. And then you can bend the elbows out to the sides to pull yourself over your legs. Allow your head to hang heavy. If you have a tight lower back, bend your knees so you're supporting your lower back. You're going to just feel how the lower back starts to stretch a little bit more. Otherwise, if the legs are locked out, it can put more strain on your lower back. So just be mindful of your body, what feels good here. Try to let the head hang and try to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe into the back of your legs, the lower back, the mid and upper back. Release the hands down. Take your halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back to your plank. Shift forward and slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Once you get there, chin or forehead to your mat, reach your arms back alongside your body. And then inhale to lift up into Shalabhasana. So lifting up towards the sky, like you're gonna float up. Squeeze the hands together above your lower back. Maybe you even bind. Squeeze the thighs together. And keep length through the sides and the back of the neck. Every time you inhale, lifting higher. Every time you exhale, squeezing everything to the midline of the body. Feel your backside strengthening. Inhale to lift up. Gently release. Right cheek to your mat. Just relax everything down. And take a full breath in through your nose. A full breath out through your mouth. Feel your heart beating into the mat. Feel your upper and mid back stretch and expand with your breath. So feel all that space you're creating between the ribs and those intercostal muscles. Feel it stretch and open up. And as you breathe out, just relax and let that tension melt away, melt into the ground, let it go. When you're ready, you'll press up to your tabletop position. And then downward facing dog, lift your hips high. Settling in here, press through the palms, lift through the core. Feel all of that space. And we'll take that through to the other side. Inhale your left leg high. Bend your left knee and stack your hip. So option 1 is to stay here, so you're really active through the hands. Option 2 is to flip it over, spin your right heel down, lightly step your foot behind you. Wild thing. You can take more of that side stretch or more of that back bend. Turn the palm to face down and breathe into the side or the front of the body. And when you're ready, take it really slow, palm down, left knee into your nose. Inhale your left leg high. Lightly step your foot between your hands. Tap your back knee down, lift your heart. Exhale, straighten your left leg. Inhale to lunge. Reach your arms up high. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Look forward, exalt. Straighten your right leg. Left hand to the back of your right thigh as you sweep the right arm up and back. So again, it can be more of a twist or square the shoulders forward. Make sure you're avoiding any compression in the lower vertebrae. Press through your feet as you lift through your heart space. So it's like you're getting lighter, right? That element of air lifting you up. And then reach your left arm high. Swim the arms back and bind. Maybe you do the opposite thumb on top this time. Lunge into your left leg. You can step the right foot up a little bit if you need to. And then float that right leg for your bound warrior 3. So just like we did on our bellies a moment ago, you're really lifting up through the back of the body. Trying to keep that long line between the crown of your head and your right toes. Slowly lift your torso. You can tap the right toes down for a moment, and then guide your right knee in line with your left. Sweep your left arm up, flip your right palm to face the sky, and then straighten your right arm down. So you're getting that external shoulder rotation. Capture the inside of your foot. Bring your knees together and breathe in. Exhale to dance. Kick the right toes up and back. Reach up through your left arm. Feel light lifting through the back body and grounding through the left foot. Squeeze your inner thighs towards the midline. And then slowly rise up. Take your feet hips width distance apart and palms to your heart. You can shake out the feet. And when you're ready, close the eyes back down. Take a big breath in, feel your heartbeat. And out. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in and out of your nose. Reach your arms up, inhale. Fold forward. Again, feet are hips width distance or wider. This time we'll take it to gorilla pose, Padahastasana. So you're gonna flip to the tops of your hands. Bend your knees as much as you need to step your feet on your hands so your toes come towards the wrists. Find a little bit of length, draw the shoulders out of the ears, and then fold over your legs. You can kind of think of pulling your hands up as you press your feet down. So there's that like counter pressure there. And using that to just fold yourself deeper. Try to keep your belly on your thighs, so you're supporting and opening the lower back as well. If you can keep that belly to thigh connect, you can start to let the legs get a little bit straighter. Let your head hang. Allow the cervical spine to release. And breathe. Release the hands from the feet. You can shake out the hands. Take a little halfway lift. And then step back to your plank position. Tap your knees down and slide your hands up your thighs to your lower back. So we're gonna set up for one round of Ustrasana, camel pose. Tuck the toes under, and again, make sure the knees are in line with your hips. You can always take two fists together, take those fists between your knees, and that's how far apart, at least, you want the knees to be. If you have a tight lower back, the knees can always come wider. Fingertips point up, press into your lower back. So try to keep the front of the hip bones in line with the knees as you start to lift your heart, okay? Keep the chin down towards the chest so the back of the neck is long. Lift up through your heart and look up with your eyes. You can stay here, or if you are open enough across the chest and through the back, you can take the hands down to the heels. Draw your shoulder blades together, lift through your heart. And then you're welcome to open up the throat if you know you have a healthy neck. Just try to keep the sides of the neck nice and long. And breathe. When you're ready to come out, hands to your lower back. Chin up, use your abs to upright the spine, and come to embryo's pose. Thighs together, forehead on the earth, reach your arms back and relax down. Rock your forehead, your third eye side to side. Feel the lower back release. And take a big full breath in. Cleansing breath out. Take a few more breaths right there. Consciously breathing space back into the lower back. Good. Settling in, finding your breath. Good. I hope you guys like my unicorn mug this morning. When you're ready, you're gonna come on up to a tabletop position. Come on down to your forearms and create the shape 11 with your forearms. Okay, think about squeezing your inner arms together, so it's like you're squeezing the biceps together. And when you're ready, you're gonna start to lift the hips and come into dolphin. So walk your toes as close to your elbows as you can, like you're trying to stack your hips over your shoulders. Let your head hang heavy and just pause here. So this is option one, staying here in your dolphin. Option two, bring the feet together, lift your right leg. You can look between your thumbs and play with shifting forward and back a couple times. You'll do that for about 5 breaths, and then you'll switch sides. If you already have a forearm stand in your practice, you can go there. If you've never tried a forearm stand before, I don't recommend trying it for the first time alone at your house. So just play with lifting the leg, holding for a few breaths, and then switching it out. And when you're done, after you've either just held this for 8 breaths, or lifted one leg for 5, or played with actually taking it up into your forearm stand. Okay, when you're done doing both sides, you're gonna take it down to your embryo's pose one more time. Hips back on the heels, and forehead down. Take a couple of breaths there. Slow the heartbeat. And then start to lift your chest. Sit your hips off to one side and sweep your legs around. You're going to straighten the legs out in front of you for Dandasana. Flex the toes back towards your shins and sit up really tall. From here, cross your right leg over your left, so step the right foot outside of your left thigh. Take the right hand behind you and reach your left arm up. Find that length from your root to your crown. Breathe in. Exhale, take a twist to the right. You can also just hug that thigh and wrap your left arm around the right leg. Or to go deeper, hook the tricep. To go deeper from there, you can straighten. Wherever you choose to go, with each breath in, try to sit up taller. With each breath out, belly in, try to twist a little bit deeper. Keep the right shoulder relaxed, keep the neck long. Soften the face. Inhale, take a reverse twist, bow over to the left. Lift up, straighten your right leg forward. And then cross left leg over the right. Step your left foot outside of your thigh. Sit up tall and breathe in, right arm high. Exhale, take your twist to the left. Sit up really tall as you inhale. And twist belly in as you exhale. Take 3 more rounds of breath right here. Inhale to unwind. Straighten your left leg and bend your knees. Press into your hands and shift your hips towards your heels. Lean back onto your palms. And then press into your hands and feet to lift your hips up. Okay, if you have tight shoulders, you might not be able to lift as high. That's okay. If you can, try to press your hip bones up towards the ceiling. Stay here, or again, if your neck is healthy, you're welcome to open the throat. And make sure it feels good. Should not feel like any pinching or pain. Scoop the lower belly in, squeeze the inner thighs in and up, and feel your entire core working here. You'll feel your lower back, your glutes, your abs. One more breath in. Chin to chest, tap your hips down. Sit up tall, reach forward, inhale. Lower all the way down, one vertebrae at a time on your exhale. Once you get there, take the arms out wide, separate your feet wide to the edges of your mat, and windshield wiper your legs side to side, feeling those hips opening. We're gonna make our way into the last element, which is ether or space. Next time your knees go to the left, you'll just hold them there. You can look over to the right and rest there. If you want more of a hip opening, take your right foot, heel toe it to the right until your right knee and hip are in line with one another. And then if you have healthy knees, you can play with crossing left ankle on the right thigh. Keep both feet flexed and active. And feel that lengthening of the right thigh out of the hip and that stretch through the front outer hip. And breathe there. And again, if you feel any pain or pinching, uncross the ankle. And uncross the ankle if it's there. Point your knees up, feet mat width distance apart, and then lower your knees to the right. And take the same thing on this side. Whatever you did on the other side, take it here. If you're crossing the ankle over the thigh, make sure left knee is in line with the hips. You can just look up, check it out. And then once you're there, relax back down. Maybe look over the left shoulder. Staying with your breath, but maybe just allowing it to get a little bit lighter. Uncross the ankle if it's there. Point the knees up. And then hug the knees into your chest. Take them wide towards your shoulders. Rock side to side and massage your lower back into the ground. When you're ready, you'll begin to hug your knees into your chest. Make yourself into a tiny little ball. Squeeze really tight. Scrunch your toes in your face. Take a breath in. And exhale, release for your Shavasana. Lengthen your legs down your mat. Turn your palms to face up and shimmy your shoulders under your body. Feel the heart opening. Begin to relax all of the muscles in your body. Begin to allow yourself to just melt into the earth. And take one more big breath in right here. Fill the belly, the ribs, the heart space. Fill the lungs all the way. Big open mouth exhale. Relax the jaw. Relax your brow. And now allow your gaze to lightly roll up and back towards your third eye. Allowing yourself to completely let go of time and space. Focusing on that center of intuition where your higher self lives. And just allowing everything to begin to fade away as you take these last few moments to just surrender and receive. Now you are welcome to just turn this off and to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you can. Otherwise, if you are ready to begin to reawaken, you can start to find gentle movement, wiggling your fingers and toes. Maybe rocking your head side to side. Take a full body stretch. Reach your arms above your head. Reach through your fingertips and toe tips. And when you're ready, hug your knees into your chest and roll to your right side. Find an energizing fetal position. Support your head with your right arm. Guide your left palm to the earth in front of your heart. And pausing here for a moment, just noticing how you feel physically, mentally, and energetically. Set an intention for your day today. And when you're ready, you'll press up to a seat, just like we began. Bring your palms to your heart center. And sit up really tall with the eyes closed. Feel your heart beat with the backs of your thumbs. Take a moment of gratitude. And feel that deep connection that you just cultivated within. Feel that deep connection with Mother Earth. And that deep connection with all other living beings, all other humans, animals, plants, the universe. And remember that this connection is always here. So whenever you start to feel isolated, lonely, disconnected, know that you can always come back to your breath. You can always tap back into your body. And you can always go out in nature to find that connection again. It's always, always here. We just have to find it sometimes. So together, let's take a big, full breath in. Last one. Fill up all the way. And then open mouth exhale. Guide your thumbs to your third eye center. And bowing forward with love, light, and gratitude from my heart to yours. Namaste.